So I'm a little late, but it's time for me to do my October favorites, and I'm excited to share a couple things with you. Some of them should just be my 2012 favorites, but I'm gonna go ahead and share them now because you might find them useful for your holiday cooking. Well, the first one is my vitamins, and this is the Ultimate Woman vitamin that comes from the Vitamin Shop. And some of the reasons that I chose this one, it comes in a large quantity. It's a pretty reasonable price, and it has some things in a higher quantity than some of these other one-a-days do. It also has iron and calcium is one that many people are deficient in and don't even realize it. It also has 833% of the B12 that you should get in a day, as well as 4,000% of the B6. So most people, if you do your research, you'll know that if you don't absorb most vitamins that you ingest, it's really about 15 to 20% that you ingest. So a lot of new technologies are working on helping for a slow release, and this is a slow release pill so that you actually absorb a little more. You just have to follow the instructions, drink a lot of water, because if you don't, you can have breakouts and stomach problems, and also to have it with food. But this one has been fantastic. I had low iron when I first started taking it. I started taking it along with iron supplements. I'm now off the iron supplements and just taking this alone, and the last blood test I had a couple of weeks ago, my iron was perfect, so this is going to help me just stay and maintain. The next one is light coconut milk. I use this for so many different things, but the reason why it's on my favorites list is because I discovered recently that I could use it in my cereal. I always thought of it for cooking and for desserts, but recently I started using my light coconut, and I mix a little with water because it is, even though it's light, it's a little bit heavy, but I mix this and use it in my cereal as a lactose-free alternative to soy or almond milk, which I'm not really a fan of either one, to be honest, so this one is a great option for me. Got this one at Trader Joe's, and simply just because of the price, because it's $1 there, but you can get it from anywhere. It's 50 calories. The next one is agave syrup. I've had agave a couple of times before, but I recently read that this has a lower glycemic index. So all that means is that when you have this particular type of sugar, your blood sugar is not going to spike. And that's a really good thing whether you're diabetic or not. The thing that, people kind of put agave out there like it's lower in sugar. It really isn't, but it just is a little bit better for the body in the way that it breaks it down for metabolism, and it also tastes great. So I bought this one from Fresh and Easy. I think it was like $3 or $4, and a little goes a long way. Well, I love it. The next one is chopped cilantro by a brand called, I think it's pronounced Dorot, D-O-R-O-T. And here's what it looks like on the back side. I've used quite a few of these cubes, and why this is amazing to me is because it seems like whenever I buy cilantro, I use like a couple of tablespoons and the rest goes bad. This goes in your freezer. It's super cheap. I bought this from Trader Joe's, but it's not a Trader Joe's brand, and I think it's sold at other stores, and they have other herbs and spices, and this is a way to have your fresh herbs. And I think, let's see what it is. 1 cube is 1 teaspoon, so I can add this to soups, and I even sometimes add it into my food processor when I'm making my homemade veggie burgers. So it's been really, really convenient. I still buy fresh cilantro, but I try to stick to buying fresh cilantro when I'm going to use a large amount of the bunch. Now this is good even if you're not vegetarian. This is a vegetable bouillon cube. I got this from a health food store. It's by the brand Rapunzel. Hope you can see it. And I use way less than the recommended amount because this is the one that comes with sea salt, and it's a little salty, but there are just not a lot of vegetarian, let's see, like veggie broths that just don't taste gross. Most of them, it basically tastes like warm celery juice. So I don't know if anyone feels me on that, but it makes me miss, as a vegetarian, having that chicken broth because the flavor is just off. But for this one, there's an abundance of different veggies and herbs used. It's much more flavorful, and if you've been on my blog, the Boxcar Children's Stew, I make it with the bouillon cube. So there's also one that comes unsalted. I tried both, and they're great. They go, like I said, a little goes a long way. So this is another one that you definitely can use for the holidays for all of the dishes that you make that require, some type of a broth or extra seasoning. This one, sorry that I left it inside the bag. This is my Flaxseed Meal, and this stuff is fantastic. Not only am I getting my omega fatty acids from it, but when you mix this with water and let it sit for about 5 minutes, this works as your egg substitute. A lot of different people who have food and cooking channels use this as their egg substitute, but what I've been also using it as is just an extra additive of great nutrients to oatmeal or whatever I want to add it to. So this is another one where a little goes a long way, and it's great to have, and I can't believe I didn't start using it sooner. My last one is solely a Trader Joe's item as far as I know, and these are the Savory Thins. These are delicious crackers that would be really great for serving for the holidays, but also just if you're dieting or trying to cut back on your calories for different snacks. This is a great one. The nutrition facts on it, you can have 15 crackers for 130 calories, and they have like a savory flavor. There's soy and sesame and flax inside of them, so they're really kind of a nutty flavor, really delicious. And I usually have this as a snack. I don't even have the 15. I have like 8 of them with like a baby bell and a little bunch of grapes. So this has been, also they have the minis, which are a little bit smaller, and so you can get more, I guess, more crackers for your serving. But these, they have no preservatives, no artificial flavors or anything, so pretty natural. Don't know if they're organic or not, but if you do have a Trader Joe's nearby, I think they're only like $2, so highly recommend those. So that was my October favorites. I would love to hear what you used this past month, and share those with me. I would love to try some new things for the next month. Some of those that I listed hopefully can help you with your holiday shopping and as you prepare for Thanksgiving and eventually for Christmas and holiday parties. So don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. And as always, thanks for watching.